Destiny.
All right, here we go.
Houston 911, you need medical?
All right, here we go.
Houston.
Here we go. Not such a dramatic person.
See, I'm a fat overfuck with a big I use until my
To know your position on this.
What is your problem? If you hate me, just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
Random just
I
takes
can't
$1.
deal with this
Man.
anymore.
You think it's just me telling you to do something?
Like the way he puts his feet up. This is like a movie scene. What is this?
You think it's just me telling you to do something?
So he is doing the 1 HP voice. He's trying to look sad. He's doing the 1 HP. He's like, guys, you will realize she's not the person you thought she is. He now realizes that this is actually his calling. He wants to be in the center of attention. So currently I'm seeing this Amouranth situation taking off on YouTube. And I think most people are actually of the opinion that this is all just a play. That her and her husband are just doing this for attention or for money, which is, I mean, money is so crazy. I mean, do you guys know what Amaranth's net worth is like? What Amaranth's net worth is like? It's probably, from I mean, it's very hard to say, but it's definitely over 10 million from my understanding. I would actually say it's probably more like between 20 and 50. So to say that she is just doing this for a money play to make like maybe 100 or 200,000 on donations during this situation is just, I mean, it's very absurd. So I actually think it's the opposite. I think everything we have seen about Amouranth and her private life is real. I think it's all real. It's just confusing because you see two sides. You see one side where she's just this businesswoman, she's doing her stuff on, I don't know, OF or Fancy or whatever page she's at right now. She's putting all these nude images out and making money from it because people pay for it. She's also making products to sell to people. So you see all this glorious business making, and which is also something that her husband is involved in as well. And you think, oh, okay, it's all about business. So the stuff that we are seeing right now, it can't be real. But I actually think that her private life is in shambles. I think it started when they were on this news show about this situation that I actually made a video about, where some robbers were trying to rob their home, and they actually, I think, even beat Amouranth to find out where her like crypto portfolio, or like, I don't know, maybe like the crypto device was at. They wanted to get all her crypto, which was, I think, multiple millions in value. And then her husband actually shot one of the robbers, and then they just went out and the robbers didn't come back. I don't even know if somebody was actually found to be guilty for it. So no idea what the situation is on that. But I think afterwards, they were on this news broadcast, and that was actually the first time we saw her husband in color, basically. Before, he only was on this phone call, which was the first Amouranth private life drama, where he was on this phone call, and he sounded so unhinged and so manipulative, and everybody was like, oh, Amouranth needs to get away from him. And then afterwards, she, like, for 1 or 2 days, she put on clothes and said that she's basically free from his reign, she's free from his terror. And then everybody was on her side, and then she just did the same thing as she did before, posted nude photos and was on stream with like a lot of cleavage and such. So everybody was like, okay, what did actually change? Did you actually have an issue with your husband being controlling and forcing you to do all these things, or what was the situation? And then people questioned if this whole thing was real or not. And now we actually see this husband. He's on the news clip, and now he's actually appearing on her stream. And I think this is where it's kind of, I can't even say it's going downhill, because I think it was probably bad beforehand as well. We just didn't see it. We just now see something that we didn't see before, which is their interaction and their, like, obviously, I mean, blatantly obvious toxic relationship that they have. And now we see what we actually initially believed to be true. We initially believed, at least most of us believed, that he was an abusive husband based on this phone call that we heard like a couple of years ago. Then people went back and said, okay, I don't know, this was like a whole scam situation or something, or just made for attention. And now we see the same pattern arriving once again. And now everybody's asking, like, okay, this has to be fake because otherwise she would have gotten away from her husband, right? So let's see if it's actually fake, because we have a lot of clips, because I think they were live for like 14 hours, which is insane. They had like a 14-hour debate, basically. They had a 14-hour argument live on stream, including calling the police, which is something that is, as I said in the other clip, it's very hard to fake a police call, right? Because the police would know if you do a fake call. So they would find out, because that's something that you cannot just impersonate. You cannot just hire somebody to play like a fake police officer. I think you would need to make clear that that's not real. So the police is probably, I mean, if I had to guess, they probably visit the couple on a regular basis. I mean, there were a lot of threats on her life already, so they probably know about this lady. And I wouldn't be too shocked if they have been already caught multiple times because of disagreements between her and her husband. But let's see what this stream was about, and let's see if it's all fake. So this clip is, as it seems, 2 months ago. Let's see. So this clip is 2 months ago. So let's see what it's about.
You're a good husband, man. You know, you were brave that night. Good shit.
Oh, it seems to be the weird Jewish guy, the live streamer. Oh yeah, Aiden Ross. Yeah, that seems to be Aiden Ross from his voice.
Shit. You know, everyone says that, but really, I credit her with saving both of our lives, because, like, look, put myself in her shoes. I don't know if I'd be clear thinking enough to stay calm and to, you know, formulate a plan and to basically lead them to where, you know, someone might have a firearm or who can help, right? Because, like, you know, a lot of people make a big thing about how, oh, well, you know, she doesn't have scars or whatever. It's like, you know, they were pistol whipping her. And so she called me when it happened. And we can go into the story in a little bit. Yeah. And so I was actually on the phone with her when they shot the door twice and then kicked it in, right? I heard all of that. And then I heard, you know, them walking up and then yelling their demands. And for a lot of that, I'm just hearing it on speakerphone.
Okay, so Aiden Ross basically congratulating him for his involvement when he shot the robbers. To be clear, it was basically those people went into the home, and Amouranth locked herself in a room, calling her husband. So he was informed what was happening. He was in a different, I think, house on their property, and they actually broke in. They destroyed the door. She had some time to actually tweet out the tweet where she was asking for help or something, and that's also where somebody called the police. And then they went in, they beat her, interrogated her, and then at some point she said, it's in this other house. And then she went there, and that was kind of the plan. She went there, her husband already readied a weapon. That's why he was already ready to shoot. And then he shot one of them, and yeah. And by the way, I'm not a watch guy. I would be so curious what this watch is, because I think so this looks like a very expensive watch. I can actually not see if this is a bust down. It seems like it's a bust down watch. So I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like it's like diamonded out. Like, I don't know. Looks like a crazy watch. And actually from the design, it looks like a Richard Mille, but it might be something else, because yeah, I don't know. I just know that this shape of the face is very Richard Mille-like, but it doesn't have to be. I don't know. It looks very expensive, which would be interesting, because she's the breadwinner, right? And if he has that expensive watch, that would say something. But you can already tell he's very charismatic.
To know your position on this.
So to be clear, the other clip was 2 months ago, and this is now from the, basically, I'm gonna say the C word, right? The crash out stream. This is from the crash out stream. I think this is like 4 days ago.
What did you promise?
strongly enough, they have to swat.
I cannot deal with this anymore.
Can you imagine that?
Call your dad,
She's
bro.
actually
Just
defending the
tip
guy who
$1.
swatted her.
Call your
She's like,
dad.
well,
Amouranth. Call your dad. Amouranth.
you mean I
Call your dad.
catalyzed?
Amouranth.
You're saying I catalyzed? I
If you
catalyzed?
hate me, just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
Random just
I
tipped
can't
$1.
deal with this
Man,
anymore.
shut you are fuck up. Be calm. You're
don't
fucking
wanna
crazy.
deal with this.
Why are you
She's
moving
saying
so fast?
I catalyzed
Fucking
someone.
stick it to me. You're
She said
dangerous for
I catalyzed
society.
someone to lie about me calling her senseless, and so I deserve to have people.
Reservoir just tipped.
So let's be clear. People are saying this is fake. Right? Currently, the main opinion on the internet is that this is fake. Her screaming, crying in agony. People are saying it's fake. I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from because he is so calm. Like this is absurd. Like his wife crying out in pain, basically like in emotional pain, and he's calm like this. It's hard to believe. It's very hard to believe. And to me, I'm not trying to pathologize anything or make it. To me, it seems like he's like a narcissistic person. Or he's like a emotionally manipulative person, and he actually has like a very low amount of empathy. So, I mean, you could also think that this is all fake, and she's just a very good actor, crying like this, like having an ugly cry, and also planning this without even dressing up properly, having like a very shitty live stream. It's like this whole setup does not seem planned to me at all. But if you want to have that position, I mean, that's on you.
$1.
You see,
I'm a
you-
fat
I'm not
overfuck
even-
with a big I eat oldies until my butt bleeds. I'm secretly dating a community member
yelling at me,
while
I guess.
blood
I
runs
mean-
down.
Deal with it. You won't leave. You won't shut up.
I'm
what
talking-
did I do? The cops won't help me.
I'm
No
talking
one
in
can
really
help
good
me.
Destiny
voice.
little Steve.
I'm talking in room.
Okay, so she's saying nobody is helping her, and she just wants him to stop basically emotionally tormenting her. And also, she's saying that for her at this point it would be better for him to kill her, because I think at some point he said like in like an offhanded way that he wanted to have her killed or something, and that's kind of like the main argument from my understanding. And she says now, oh, it would actually be better if you have me killed because I can't deal with this. Yeah, okay, so people are saying this is fake. Yeah, okay, let's keep watching. I mean, these are some great actors if this is fake, right? I mean, especially she must be an amazing actor if she's just crying on command. Like, it's not even like a play. Like, this is not like a movie crying scene or something, or like a acted. It's like she's just screaming out. I mean, this is like some high level.
I
Jews
knew
will be
that.
saved, don't worry. Wishing you the best and
My
for actual
husband
love.
wants to get a divorce, and I am totally down, but he just won't leave, and instead has been doxing information like the gate code where I keep my horses at online to thousands of followers.
By the way, this guy, I mean, what is this guy? What the fuck? Just checking his watch. Was she saying this?
Horses at online to thousands of followers live. Just feels very like unsafe. It's like a security breach. The fact that he's done that, and so I don't know what to do in this situation. I don't know if I can legally have him like go somewhere else for now.
So no, not if y'all are legally together. If y'all are married, then it's a common property. You have to get a divorce.
Well, I want one, but I can't. The court's not open today, right? So now what?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. You probably have to get an attorney. We don't deal with divorces.
Okay.
This guy is so crazy. He's so smug about it. I mean, you guys are thinking this is fake, right? So, I mean, who am I talking to? But he's like, oh yeah, I told you, you can't just get divorced. You can't just, it's our shared property. He's also so sassy. I mean, what a crazy dude. I mean, what? this phone call was insane. The one that we saw years ago, and we were like, okay, what a crazy guy this has to be. Now he's here, and he's basically mocking her, or she's calling the police. She's calling the police, telling them she wants to get a divorce, and she's asking if he can be removed from the property. And then the police like, you guys are married. This is his property as well. I mean, you can't just. It's not legally possible for them to remove him from the property, and which is it's also so crazy. It's like, is there no system for this type of? It's basically domestic abuse, even if it's emotionally or like psychological abuse, but it seems that nobody is there to help her. But I mean, you guys think it's fake, right?
So if he's doxing all of her information, I just have to like sit here and deal with it.
I mean,
This guy.
there's not really much we can do.
He's so much hammering it home that he won. He's kind of saying like, I won against you.
All your friends can know your position on this. What is your problem? Even though he will think he can do it because you're offering a lot of money, it doesn't mean that he's going to be able to do it at the meticulousness that we're accustomed to. What's up? What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Why?
Because you're doxing at this point, see?
What?
You have reached the Houston
What the
Emergency Center
fuck?
911. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker.
All right, here we go.
Houston 911, you need medical?
Even though he will think he can do it because you're offering a lot of money,
Oh, here we go. Not such a dramatic person. That was kind of one of my main points. That since this police thing happened, since this situation happened when he shot one of the robbers and they were on this news show talking about it. Since then, I think he has discovered attention online and he's addicted to it. He now realizes that this is actually his calling. He wants to be in the center of attention. He doesn't want her to be in the center of attention. Before it was more about the money. Now he's like, oh, I want to be in the center of attention. That's why this is happening. And he's so dramatic about it. He's like an anime villain.
Available call taker.
all right, here we go.
Here we go. Okay, so I wonder what this clip here is all about, because this is, I think, 3 days ago. So this is, I think, after the crash. And look at what this guy is wearing. This guy is something else, right? He's definitely more vain than her. So he's wearing this weird hat and suit. So let's see.
Taking care of animals is a full-time job. If she's gonna be holding camera, you're gonna be seeing the shaky ass stream for fucking hours and hours. Take the dogs out, pee the dogs, do this, do that. And some of you guys, maybe all of you guys, because that's all that's left in this chat, are gonna love it, and that's great. But you are gonna be essentially.
So he is doing the 1 HP voice. He's trying to look sad. He's doing the 1 HP. He's like, guys, you will realize she's not the person you thought she is.
Latching on to a white dwarf whose best days are like in the distant light years past.
What is bro yapping about? He's saying she's a white dwarf, like a burnt out sun that is light years away. What the fuck?
But that's not even the saddest part. The saddest part is that I know her, and the amount of times I've had to come in and bail out. You know, oh, no water here. Oh, this happened. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Oh, this person, this dog needs food. You're gonna see, and probably unfortunately it's gonna come at my birds, you're gonna see some casualties from lack of care. Because there are too many animals for 2 people to take care of. And she is very, very resistant, even though she's gonna, use it as.
Okay, so he's already building his divorce court narrative. He's already building the narrative. Oh, I was caring about everything. I was caring for the pets. I was babying her while she was working. So he's building this narrative already that he was so involved and he's so important for the brand. He deserves half of everything that she owns when they get divorced. Also, he's saying that if he leaves, then her pets will die. And okay, so one thing that is true is that Amouranth is a very weird person, socially speaking. So she doesn't socialize well with people, which is also something that that was so obvious for years already. That she's around other people, she's very weird. She seems very robotic and such. And I think this is not like she's like a sociopath. She's not. She has empathy, but it's just she just doesn't go well with other people. She has like a hatred for other humans since I think a child or since she's a teenager. I think she talked about this before, but she only really likes animals. That's why she got so many animals. She has so many pets, and he is tending to the pets because it's too much work. She is supposed to do all of the OnlyFans content. She's supposed to stream and such. And then she has all the pets. So somebody has to tend to the pets because she has so many pets. She loves pets. So, and also she said actually that, which is interesting, she said that he wanted to have more pets. He wanted to have even more dogs. They already have 7 dogs. She's, I think, said in one of the other clips I saw. So I think this is also like his way of keeping his control, because he can also already always say, "Oh, I'm caring for the animals, so I'm the person who's basically I'm babying you." This is also something that he can say on divorce courts, like how much he's doing for her and such. So, I mean, it seems to me like Amouranth is a very weird person. She's also not really in control of her own life. And she's also like kind of, she's very dependent on him. And that's why she has troubles leaving him. And also, she's also getting like very quickly frustrated when she's calling police and they tell him they can't just remove him from the property because this is also his property. They are married. And I think the next day she's just already work again. So she's already doing OnlyFans like every day. So she doesn't have time to actually pursue this stuff. I think she's like stun-locked to actually do something about this situation. Also, we don't know if he maybe is love bombing her. So maybe after this war that they have, or after this big disagreement, maybe off screen he's just telling her, "Oh, everything will be alright, and I'm here for you," and doing all this like lovey-dovey stuff to make her submit again. Basically, I think this is like a thing that is already going on for years. And to be honest, I think these people don't have a romantic life anymore. I don't think they have sex. I don't think they love each other. It's just pure like dependence on each other. And I think he just, I mean, it seems to me like he's like an absolute he's basically like a gold digger. He's with her for the money. He's getting this expensive watch, and also he has a victim to control because I think he's somebody, he likes to control somebody, so to be in control of somebody's whole life. That's, I mean, I don't know these things. This is just from the personal interactions. This is what it seems to me like. I think he's like a toxic relationship type of guy. He's controlling her. He's gaslighting her. And he's keeping this control, and that's what his that's where he's comfortable at, controlling somebody's life, I think. And also it plays into this narcissism. He has to have some amount of narcissism. It's so obvious. The way he carries himself, the way he speaks, and this is just proving him right. And now he has this thing where he wants to have the internet on his side as well. He wants to be in the main frame. He wants to be in the spotlight. And he now wants to convince the internet that he's the one behind Amaranth's success. And he deserves the praise. He deserves the accolades. I think that's what's going on. And I think that I think Amouranth is just a very weak person because of her history, of her past, of her childhood, her teenagehood. And I think she's just not very able to deal with interpersonal problems. She's just not fit to stand up against somebody, stand up for her own self. And also, I think she's unable to make any changes. She's already so used to this, and she can't break out. That's what it seems to me.
Oof, whack, man.
Can we talk about you kissing black men while they're
That is not even true.
Oh my God, this is like the perfect for the white people in chat that don't understand. Okay, you've got Asian husband, white wife, black bull. This is like a scene in a fucking angsty Redditor porno movie. Oh my goodness. It's the essential racial elements have been.
But anyways, I mean, he's just making a joke here. But I mean, I couldn't find this clip on Livestream Fest, but this is, I mean, these shoes. If somebody is telling you that her husband is not, that something is not right about him, I mean, these shoes prove everything. This guy's this guy's unreal.
Having dogs right now, and you never fucking decide to look into the solution. You say I'm the one, bro. When I tell you, hey, delegate this to the PA, what do you think is happening on the back end? I gotta also remind the PA so that your delegation is gonna bear fruit. You think it's just me telling you to do something and then that's the end of it?
You're telling me to.
Why is this guy sounding like a movie villain? What is happening? How is this a live stream?
Delegate a one-time task.
This guy's unreal. Let's
also remind
like the mannerisms. This is so unhuman. This is so crazy.
The PA so that your delegation is gonna bear fruit. You think it's just me telling you to do something?
Like the way he puts his feet up. This is like a movie scene. What is this? Oh, this is also crazy. I actually think that some of the stuff that he's saying here is true. I mean, it's all before taxes, so I mean, this could be true. I mean, she's one of the top OnlyFans creators, and now she's also making loads of money on Kicks. So let's see.
We have a Kick contract, and we still do OnlyFans. She does, right?
The mannerism, Jesus.
The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 22 and 23. 2022 and 2023 and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2, but this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans did about 1.2 to 1.2. Sometimes 1.5. Actually, kind of frequently 1.5. But you get what I'm saying? So if you look at it, we made more money in 22 and 23 per month than we did any of the months in the last 2 years. Now you might say, okay, so what, right? Ready? You're going to believe her when she's...
This clip should be longer. I don't know. It's tough for her to find this. But so he's blasting everything. As you said in the other clip, he blasted like the access code for the gate. He's blasting their income. He's also comparing when they made more money. So that's what is on his mind. Also, I mean, by the way, why is this guy looking like Ryan Eager? Why do these guys look so similar? That's just insane. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay, let me do a thing here. I mean, you tell me that these guys aren't related. I don't know if I'm doing like an Asian thing here, but somehow, I don't know. These guys just look too similar. I mean, imagine if Ryan would do the same face. This guy obviously has like, they are not related because this guy's ears are just flying off the shelf basically, but the facial arrangement is very, very similar. But what I'm trying to point out is that this guy is so charismatic, but it's like almost to a comedic level. I mean, if you hear this guy talk, he sounds like he's a manager for some company. He's trying to sell a product.
Money we make with both, with the
Like this is like usually people need a lot of studying to find out like this, to do like these types of gestures that work together very well. Also like this raising the eyebrows and such. It seems like it also almost seems like he learned something. He did like a I don't know, some sort of life coaching for mannerisms and how to do gestures very well. To be
less than what OnlyFans alone.
This, and he's also doing this OnlyFans. I mean, this guy might be better at gestures than like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is very convincing, but this guy, he's so convincing to a point where it's like it's creepy. And that's why I feel like she's just feeling very stupid around him.
One, I'm dead. The other one, worst case, I
You're
lose half my
lost.
money.
You're hopeless.
I don't understand how anyone would say getting shot in the face is not worse.
Saying.
I know, but you're saying I'm more scared of getting swatted. Duh! Between having a baby and getting swatted, I am more scared of being swatted. Everyone probably is! Jesus Christ! You live in La La Land! Say it again for everyone! That he is more scared of getting glocked in the face than a girl baby tracking.
Yes.
Yeah, because
You are scared of the police, who we employ as security guards also.
If she's actually a good partner, unlike you, and can have kids, unlike you, then I would find that mildly enjoyable. Whereas getting shot in the face, I would not like that.
Great.
You know, it's
I'm
funny
glad.
because
Go pursue that
you
then.
have been all over my shit about, I kind of want to have kids now.
Okay, so I couldn't find this clip anywhere else, so we're seeing this on somebody else's YouTube channel, basically.
Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Leave. You can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view to me.
Bro?
These guys aren't like violent, but they are certainly in an abusive relationship, and I think, to me, it's very obvious that he's the one who's controlling her, who's manipulating her, who is he's probably gaslighting her like 24/7. He also has a lot of control of her life because her life just doesn't function without him because he's taking care of all the animals, and if he doesn't do that, they basically will starve or die. So she's like extremely dependent on him. So it's not as easy for her to get away from him. And also she's like so used to being with him as well. So it's like it would be such a big change. So I'm not saying that this is an excuse for her to be in this toxic relationship and not stop being in this. This is just me explaining it, just to understand it a bit better. Because it's crazy. And obviously she should get away, but it's sometimes not that easy to just break up with somebody, especially if you've been with each other for years. I know so many people who are way too long in relationships that are already not working anymore. So it's just not that easy. People on the internet, people who have never had a real relationship, they just make it out to be like this easy thing where you could just divorce tomorrow and then you live on your own. It's so like in a snap of a finger. And also it's not only difficult, but she's also emotionally attached to him. That's also pretty obvious. He is making her dependent on him. He's also manipulating her to be dependent on him. So that it's also his doing to some extent. She just has to get away. She needs professional help for this. She also needs probably depression treatment as well. She needs a lot of help. This is one of the rare cases where I would say it's totally correct to say that somebody needs a lot of help. This is not to be fixed in like a snap of a finger. This is not like people telling Ethan Klein he needs to get help. This is actually her needing to get help. People that can actually help her to remove herself from this person, to build her life without this guy. But that's it, guys. Yeah, we were wrong by the way. It was all real. She just can't get away from him, and that's why her career is going on like this. She just can't get away. And she's so used to streaming and to make OnlyFans content, to let him just do whatever he wants with the money. She just can't break out. She needs help. George.